Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I've got a very exciting unboxing, but before we get into that I just want to showcase these two bits of silver. Now I recently unboxed these on a video that I filmed whilst I was laying in bed, and that was because I was planning to showcase them on a video in this setup as an unboxing. But then one night I got into bed and I really fancied just opening some silver, and I took the parcel to bed and I was laying in bed and I thought, well, I'm just going to appreciate this instead of setting up all the camera. But then I remembered that I did say that I was going to open these on camera. So I basically filmed the video of me opening them, very amateurish video. I had my nose propping up the camera in bed. And these were the two bars. Oh, dropped one. These were the two bars that I unboxed. So here they are in all their glory, in better lighting, in a better backdrop. They're both A-mark bars, they're vintage bars. I believe they're both from 1981. Where's the date? Yeah, down the bottom there, 1981. Really, really nice bars. I think these take my total up to 4 of these in total. I don't think I've actually brought these bars before. I think the first one was gifted to me, and I might have got this completely wrong, but I think the first one was gifted to me by Stack That Gold, and I'm pretty sure Silverstruck also sent me one. So I might have got that wrong, and if you are both watching today's video, please let me know. But I do know that you both sent me some silver, and I'm pretty sure this is the silver that you sent me. So yeah, I've got myself another 2. Plus the 2 that I was gifted, takes it up to 4 in total. I'm not sure exactly where the others are. I think they're in deep storage somewhere. Haven't seen them for a while. But they do actually stack quite nicely. They don't lock in as tight as some of the other stacking bars. But still, they look quite nice stacked up. And the fact that they've got a lot of history behind them, they're very old, just adds to their beauty. So there we go, that's my 2 latest pickups that I did unbox the other day. Now added to my stack properly. And let's get into today's video. Now I'm just going to zoom back out because I need a little bit more space for this one. Now this has literally just arrived. Just got home from work, the neighbour took it in for me. And I know exactly who it's from because on the other side, next to my address, it does actually say where it's come from. Those of you that have ordered from this person in the past will know who uses eBay wrapping tape. So you might be able to guess before I get into it. And I think, to be honest, I think the title and the thumbnail of today's video is probably going to be what this is anyway. So you probably already know what this is just by the title and the thumbnail, if I decide to go with what it actually is. But this is something that has been a long time coming. It's something that's been a work in progress for a whole year now, and the person that has sent me this, for those of you that have watched his last couple of videos, you can tell that he's quite disheartened about the outcome of this. You can tell that he was quite disappointed of the kind of end result, but I'm actually extremely happy with it. I think that the amount of effort, blood, sweat and tears that was put into this project was outstanding. And if that hasn't given it away already, you'll be able to guess that this is the hairy cow, the Buffalo Bison, the sand casted paw that Silverpunk has done for me. Now he didn't even want to actually sell me this in the end because he was so disheartened about the whole thing and he wasn't happy with how it turned out. But I pretty much insisted that I wanted to purchase it from him. One of the sides looks absolutely flawless. And the whole point of it was not just for the challenge side of it and to have a little bit of fun and people get behind it and guess what weight it was. It was also because I wanted it in the backdrop of my videos. And one of the sides came out absolutely perfectly. So it's still going to do its purpose. It's still going to look good in the backdrop of my videos. And that is why I insisted that I still purchased it. Now it's really heavy. And for those of you that saw the winner be announced the other day, you'll know that this weighs 11.22 ounces. So it's a really nice, easy weight to remember, 11.22. And the winner was Queen Nessie. I believe she guessed 11.21 ounces, so extremely close guess. Here is the original. Now this was literally a toy that was in my children's toy box. I like the idea of having a solid silver buffalo, bison, hairy cow, whatever you want to call it, in the backdrop of my videos. And I challenged Silverpunk, like I said, just over a year ago now, to pour this. I went into my children's toy box and I found this bison and I sent it away to Silverpunk and I said, let's see if you can pour this and turn it into silver. And like I said, for those of you that have been following the journey along, and I will link all of the videos in today's video description from Silverpunk's channel that feature this buffalo, so you can see just how many attempts that Silverpunk had and all of the effort he put into it. But it's very hard for me to explain because I'm not a silver pourer, but basically because these legs don't match up, I believe these back legs, that's what makes it very difficult to sand cast. I believe if the legs were both in line, and even these front two aren't in line, but I believe if the legs were in line, it would be easier to sand cast. But the fact that they're kind of staggered, that's what really makes it difficult. And you have to like pad out this bit here. It's quite difficult to explain about actually watching one of Silverpunk's videos where he's actually explaining it in more detail and showing you what he had to do. So like I said, I will link those videos in today's video description. But yeah, this is the original piece, the plastic buffalo bison that I sent. And the reason I say buffalo bison is because the reason I wanted to pour silver buffalo in the first place was purely because of how iconic this particular animal is in the stacking community. You get the buffalo rounds, which is a very popular amongst stackers. And I did a video not long ago explaining that this isn't actually a buffalo, although you get the buffalo rounds and you even get whiskey called Buffalo Trace. This is in fact a bison. A buffalo looks very different. A buffalo looks like a skinny cow really, or a skinny bull. It looks really frail compared to a bison. A bison is a lot more beefier and it has all of this kind of thick fur around its shoulders and the top of its head. So that's why I did a video explaining the differences between the two, simply because although it's called a buffalo round, it's in fact a bison, and that is why I call this a buffalo and bison. And amongst Stacker Social members, we've started calling it a hairy cow. So yeah, there we go. That's the kind of backstory that brings you up to speed for those people that haven't been following along. And we will pop that over the back there. But inside here, wow, here we go. Now we're going to start off with the side, and this is really nice in the hand. This has got some serious weight. Like I said, it weighs 11.22 ounces. So imagine holding a 10-ounce bar and another ounce on top of that. That's the weight we're talking here. And this side looks absolutely flawless. Now this is really cool. This is the first time I've actually obviously held it in the hand. I've only seen it on photos and pictures up till now. But this side looks absolutely flawless. Look, the face, the detail in the face, the detail in the hair, the legs, the tail, everything. Look, you've got every little bit of detail has come out absolutely incredibly. Just for comparison, you can see it's come out really nice. And one of the main things when I first set Silverpunk this challenge was it has to stand up on its own 4 legs. And that is because there's quite a few things that I've picked up in the past, poured silver pieces, and they have bases. So they have like a piece of silver as like a base. And this one here I covered in sand to try and hide the base, to make it look more like it's just standing on its own, to make it look more realistic. And that is why part of the challenge was it has to stand on its own 4 legs, because I think it looks a lot better when it just stands up on its own instead of having a base, like a silver base like that. So let's see if that side of things works. Look at that. Stands up very comfortably. What a stunning piece. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. So like I said, I'm actually really chuffed with this. I'm really pleased with how it came out. Like I said, Silverpunk, if you've caught up with his last couple of videos, you can see that he's a little bit disheartened, and everyone in the community is behind him and saying, look, you've done a fantastic job. You've done your real best effort into this. And everyone is really pleased with the end result, except for Silverpunk. So Silverpunk, if you're watching today's video, chin up, mate. I think you've done an absolutely incredible job. Just the fact that the whole community was behind you on this project and rooting for you and getting their guesses in. I think there was 155 guesses in total. So everyone was really excited about this project. And like I said, I think you've absolutely smashed it. Really pleased with how it come out. I know a couple of people in the comment section of your last video called it a zombie bison, and I think that is a great name for it, because it's almost like the Zombux rounds, where this side, like I've just shown you, looks absolutely flawless, and this is going to be the side that I showcase in my videos. But as we turn it round, these are the bits that Silverpunk wasn't so pleased with how they came out. You can see it's got a hole in its head. It's got a hole on the back here as well. It's also got a little hole here, and I think it's got a hole this side as well. So this side makes it look more like a zombie, and it's kind of got flesh falling off here. And I think that's a really cool name for it. I think that's the name that we should call this. Going forward, this should be called the Zombie Bison, or the Zombie Buffalo. Let me know what sounds better in the comment section. It is actually a bison, so I think we should go for bison. The Zombie Bison, the silver Zombie Bison. But yeah, I think it's an absolutely incredible piece. The fact that the tail is intact looks absolutely brilliant. Look how small and flimsy the tail is on this plastic one. It literally moves around. It's so flimsy, it feels like you could just pull it off. So the fact that this tail came out and it's solid on there, it's not like flimsy or anything, is really incredible. And I just think it's absolutely amazing. I think this has come out really nice. So Silverpunk, honestly, I think he's done an absolutely great job here. I actually quite like the holes in it and stuff like that. It gives it character. Really cool piece. And it still weighs over 10 ounces of silver. So a real chunk. And it does make you wonder if these holes were filled and if it did come out without any gaps and it was solid silver, I wonder what it would weigh. We've got to be looking maybe, I don't know how much that goes in. It does look like it's fairly hollow on sort of this side of it, but we might be talking 15 ounces. So really it's actually saved me some money, the fact that it's got a few holes. So it's a win-win. I've got a nice backdrop piece for this side. It's cheaper than it would have been if it would have been solid silver. And like I said, it got the whole community behind Silverpunk. It got the whole community behind the whole project in general. And I think he's done an absolutely incredible job. I think it's really cool. And I love the fact that it's a zombie bison. Gives it more character. It's like that Batman film, isn't it? And I don't know what the man's name's called, but I did put a gif of it the other day on Stacker Social. You know, when he gets his whole face, I don't think it's burnt. I think his face is like acid, like burnt with like an acid or something like that. And it's kind of dissolved one side. And he's laying in hospital. There's that like famous scene on the Batman movie when he turns around and you can see that this whole side of his face is all hanging off and mangled. And that is similar to this piece. This side looks absolutely flawless, but as you turn it around, it's like a villain, the Zombie Bison. So yeah, really cool. I'm going to stop playing around with it, but I think that looks absolutely incredible. It's going to make a great backdrop piece. I might actually leave it pretty much where it is. I might get rid of these silver pieces of cutlery and I might stand it just there. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with it. I'm really pleased with it. Thank you very much, Silverpunk. Thank you to everyone that got behind the project. Thank you for everyone that's jumped on Silverpunk's last few videos and showed him words of support. I know it goes a long way. I know that he's really overwhelmed by how many people have shown him support and said that they really like the way that it's turned out. I think I'm going to wrap the video up there because we're over 15 minutes long. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is this something you would add to your stack? Do you think it's cool? Do you think Silverpunk has done an absolutely incredible job? And Silverpunk, like I said, if you're watching today's video, I am going to set you another challenge. and I've got an elephant here. This elephant has been hollowed out. It's got another elephant inside. I'm going to send this across, and I would like this poured in. I'm only joking. But thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all the support, and I hope you all have a very nice day.